It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Can't believe it. I missed everything.
Missed the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
Hey, welcome to the podcast. Is there anything in your life that you just sit there nodding your head at, like you understand it, but you clearly have no idea what's going on? We broke down some of these, and it actually showed how unintelligent we are. It's coming up in the podcast. Let's go.
All right, so Layla had reached out to us through text, and I'm going to nutshell it because she is in the dating world. If you are, you probably could identify with what she's saying, but she had texted that she's been dating this guy for about 4 months. Everything has been going well. They love the same things. They enjoy going to, the same places to eat, and they love hiking and all the fun activities. But the other day, he had said something that in the beginning, he was of a different opinion. He wanted kids. Like when they started dating, she's like, I love kids. I want to have 2, maybe 3. He's like, yeah, I love kids. I come from a big family.
Anything.
But then now 4 months in, he's changing his tune. And he said the other day that he could see himself never having kids. So I wonder what happened. You really don't go from spit and game like that. I want to have a bunch of kids.
He was lying to get in your pants. That's it.
That's a long game to play. We're now like 120 days in.
Yeah, he got the milk, and now he doesn't want the baby cows.
He hasn't made a connection in 4 months where his heart is like, yes, this is who I want to have children with. I would say, Layla, don't waste any more of your time, because that would be in the back of my head. We get married, I find out I'm pregnant, and then I know that in his mind, he really doesn't want this baby.
I will bet you everything I own that if she wouldn't have given up the cookie, he would still, in her eyes, want kids. And now that he got the cookie,
doing that.
Now that he got the cookie, he's like, no, man, I don't want kids. I can guarantee you this is his way of working a way out of the relationship. He got tired.
What a selfish
He got
thing
tired
to
of
do.
that cookie, and now he just wants out.
Oh, you think that this is how he's going to make her the bad guy? Yeah. She's going to have to break up with him. He's going to be like, fine, I really loved you, but okay.
I know 500 guys like this.
You do not know 500 guys.
I don't know. I know 5 guys like this, and they have a burger joint. And no, but I can guarantee you what happened is he saw that maybe you weren't the one forever and ever. And he's still getting what he wants. And now he plants this little seed. And now you're like, do I need to move on?
And I am not saying women don't play games, but this is a weird one.
Yeah.
This is a weird one to say, oh, yeah, I'd love to have kids. Let's start dating.
Messing with someone's paternal instinct is gross. I agree.
Not saying Layla is there yet. I don't know. She didn't include her age, but I would think if you're younger, maybe you're not there yet. You want to still enjoy your relationship, but everybody looks toward the future. And if she wants to have kids and he's playing with her like that, that's not nice.
Hey, Haley, I appreciate you joining the show here. What are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Well, first of all, I think that's a conversation that needs to be had right at the beginning. Like, if you knew you didn't want kids, why didn't you tell me that? Especially if that's something that has been talked about before. If you're around kids, nieces, nephews, that's a conversation that can't just pop up. All of a sudden you don't want kids? No, that's ridiculous. Like, it's time to go. If we're not going to align with our futures, then no, absolutely not.
I know they say, like, don't do serious conversation right away, but I think you do. Like, life is so short, but that's not like religion or politics. This is like life stuff. So right away, if someone's like, yeah, that's not really where I see my life going, then you can say, okay, well, let's just finish a dinner as friends, because if I want kids, I'm not going to spend time in that.
For real. Does anybody actually do this kind of play-by-play?
Because then you're going to waste your time. If not, it's like, oh, everything's great. And then now we have to break up, and we wasted how many months of our time when we could have gotten it out of the way right away.
See, now I'm just going to, and I appreciate your call, but I'm going to tell it to you from a guy's perspective. If I was in my mid-20s and our first dinner conversation was kids, you have to be Hollywood hot for a guy to go, okay.
You don't think that's an acceptable conversation to have?
Not right away.
Like, do you come from a big family? Is that something you want?
Big family's fine.
You want kids in the future? I think that's a totally acceptable conversation or question to ask. Not like, what political party do you align with?
I don't know if you roll that out. But how would you handle this? So you're our texter, Layla. How do you handle this? you both want kids, and now
Bye.
you're finding out months later he has changed his mind. Can you get a guy back into that mode? Is that worth it?
Block it.
How we feeling?
I am feeling fine. How are you today?
Good. Tired. I'm on 3 hours sleep. Our baseball game
You
last
are?
night went late, and then so you ever had a moment where you're waiting for your kids for so long to get out of the locker room that I almost fell asleep on my feet.
Yeah, I watched half of Big Mistakes the other day. And all of his friends, all of his teammates gone,
Yeah.
out, gone. Like they're probably almost home. And he just saunters out. And I'm like, dude, you have to walk faster.
Our game got over. It was 50 minutes, 50 minutes before my kid got out of the locker room.
Was he showered?
Last one, not showered.
Wow.
And I go, hey, what are you doing? And he goes, oh, we're getting interviewed for the newspaper or whatever.
Okay.
We're like a media source. And I'm like, could you answer these? This isn't your first time. Could you answer these questions quicker?
Yeah.
And he's like, I was really just doing a good job of giving credit to all my teammates.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, like I can't really snub you too much for that, but like, let's go.
But could he have shot you a text?
You
Hey.
know your dad's got to get up at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
When my head hits the pillow at 11. Oh,
I know.
so today I'm going to be Oscar the Grouch.
Awesome.
Good luck
That's
with that.
exciting. Did you have the air on last night?
No, windows open, which also meant that at midnight and 1 a.m.,
Yeah.
our dog saw an animal in the yard.
Went crazy.
I'm like, what do you do with a dog that won't shut the hell up?
Yeah. One of these times it's going to be like a cry wolf. You're going to ignore it, and then there's going to be a person. But we slept with the windows open, and I woke up like 11 p.m. And I looked, Derek's not next to me. He was sleeping on the floor on our middle level with 2 fans on him.
It was too warm for him?
It was too warm for him.
Wow.
Like no limbs touching.
Only
He was
April.
like Patrick Starr. And I'm like, okay, I'll just let him do his thing. But I slept without a blanket last night.
Yeah.
But it was good. Fresh air.
Any
So,
fun yesterday?
No.
Okay.
I had work, which was cool. Went and did a remote gig. So that was great. Came back and our CEO had bought all the females in the office flowers. So that was nice to come back
What's
to.
for what?
I think, Rotary gives away flowers every year. And
Just
so
for
you-
women?
No, you go and it's like a fundraiser for the Rotary. And so they have these beautiful flowers, roses, all different colors.
Today will probably be the day that we all get something as men in the building, right?
I hope not. You
Why?
guys get every other day.
What?
Let
What?
us have
Stop.
one day.
Stop
All
with
you
your woke
need is
crap.
just attention.
That will not fly around here.
What do you want? What would you want as a man?
A pack of beef jerky, a 12-pack of beer, a 5th of whiskey, socks.
God, the stereotype you're painting.
You said, what do I want? I don't say, what do men want? I'm just saying, why is there a day that we walk around and give just the women flowers? I'll tell you what, if there was a day in our office where just the men got something, this place would get turned upside down.
It's called every other day that ends in Y. Just
What-
give us this. They
what-
were beautiful.
What do I get that you don't get?
More money. Men get more money. Men get more.
Not typically around here. If you're a manager. What do you
Really? You don't think that there are more men
Hold on.
around here that
You're-
get paid more than me that don't do
Do you make more than your husband?
hardly,
But you do, right?
but I do more.
That's exactly it.
So what? There are some people around here that do like nothing.
That's not my
That
thing.
I am not saying it's your thing. But you asked my opinion, and that's what I want. More money.
What'd you do with those flowers? Just throw them away?
No, they're on my counter. They're beautiful. I love them.
What are they?
Red roses. Reddy pinky roses.
So that was the highlight of your day yesterday.
Yeah, it was really nice.
We always like to carve out a little time in the show just for good news, good positive stuff.
This is beautiful because loneliness amongst the senior generation is a real thing. And the fact that people realize that and want to make them feel less lonely, there's a charity in England that is pairing elderly people with supercar owners.
Let's
and then
go.
they go for joy rides.
Are you Tony? Yes. Are you coming out for a ride with me today? Come on, my lovely.
Ready?
Oh my God.
Age is just important.
Can I put it to the test?
Yeah, please. Can you?
Oh,
This This is cool. Imagine
They
one
call
of
it
these.
Gramborghini. by the way.
Ah, that's awesome.
I love that. And, they do say that whenever like a preschool goes and spends the afternoon with older people, it does something to the chemicals in their brain.
Sure.
So if you have like a daycare, how fun to go on a walk every single day. See if you can stop by for like an hour so the kids can hang out with older people. Because older people can be scary for kids sometimes.
Well, and smelly.
And stinky.
Yeah, just follow the smell.
And you just want to make it so they're not, upset when they're around older people. And I mean, everybody's going to be less lonely. I love that. And that is what's good.
Tell me something good.
You in your life, what's good?
Call them stinky. That's awful. What's good
I'm wrong?
in my life is that track was called off today. And I had told Grandma and Grandpa that I was going to go over there. And so that is still going to be my plan. Going to make them dinner, going to hang out with them and do some services around the house.
Planned.
Sure.
What do you plan for dinner for a 96 and a 97-year-old?
They are they share a granola bar. They're never
It's your
hungry.
kind of dinner.
But yeah, I'm going to try to just make them something that they enjoy. My grandma loves grilled cheeses and she never makes them for herself anymore. And so if I can whip one of those up and see a smile on her
mater
cute little
soup on the
face.
side, maybe, huh?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe if we're wild.
Dunkin'.
If we're crazy. And that is what's good.
Tell me something good.
For me, what's good is I had heard from my son last night that they've only got like 20 days of school left.
Yeah.
And he's just so excited. And he's like, I got 20 days left and then I'm done with school forever. And I go, aren't you going to college in the fall? He goes, oh, yeah, I kind of forgot about that. So what's odd is I'm happy to see him happy. But, how do I say this the right way without offending a whole bunch of people? When you see one of your children walk your line and your line wasn't the best line, you get very, very scared for what's coming up.
Yeah.
And I think he's viewing college as, I'm just going to play ball, Dad.
Uh-oh.
Because I said the same stuff to my dad.
Yeah.
And look at where I am right now. A broken down, failed athlete telling fart jokes on the radio. So I guess I'm happy he's happy, and that's what's good.
Tell me something good.
What's good for Gina?
Ooh. In Gina's world, I lost 43 pounds.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
What is your secret? All of us want to know.
Well, Rybelsus, most so kind of a Bobo Zempic type thing, but also a lot of dieting and working out. Before I tried the pills, nothing seemed to work, so that kick-started me. I stopped them, and I continued on the weight loss.
Congrats. Good morning and welcome in. You got the Playhouse on 103.1 Radio M. What is trending, Kat?
A doctor is informing guys of how many times they should be waking up noticing something
With
is
their special friend?
different from their body. Yeah.
So when men age, their testosterone levels naturally drop. And you may find that when you're in your late teens, it's like sometimes not even in the morning, sometimes at school, you don't even have a choice. About it all the time. But in your 30s, you should still have it 2 to 3 times a week. And that's normal.
Yeah.
I think the time we would say you need to go see a doctor is if you can't remember the last time you had morning. And that's a really good indicator that either hormones have dropped or your cardiovascular risk has gone up. Because something...
This is crazy. I had this exact conversation with my doctor. He asked me this question when I was in for my physical a few weeks ago.
Really?
And I was like, I'm always concerned about my testosterone levels. Like, the older you get, I'm like, I want to make sure they're up, right? And he asked me the same question. He goes, how many times do you wake up with your special friend?
Yeah.
And I go, you mean my wife? And he goes, no, the other special
Your
friend.
morning glory.
And he just kind of pointed. And I go,
Did you do like a whistle?
well, I'm just like, when I get up, I'm in such a fog because it's so early that, like,
You don't notice?
I really don't. You know what I mean? Like, my routine is so routine. It's go in the bathroom, be quiet, be like a ninja, turn on the shower, be really quiet, brush your teeth. Like, it's not like
I feel like I'd notice.
I don't like it's not like I chart it.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess you're supposed to. Coming up on Friday's live show, more Chris Brown and Usher tickets, our last pair to give away before they go on sale. Tons of money, plus Johnny D's here with a couple of mixes. So Friday's always a good time. Join us live at 6 a.m. as we wrap up our podcast now. Hey, what do you pretend to understand but you don't?
A lot.
Like, for instance, so I have a friend who's very, very into wine. Like, he knows everything about wine, where it comes from, what makes it different, what's a good year, stuff like that. And anytime we're together, I'm like, oh, yeah, I agree. I just roll. I have zero idea. I couldn't tell you the difference between communion wine, the wine you get at a bar, the wine you get at a restaurant, or the wine you get at a winery. I just am uneducated by it. What's something else you just don't understand?
Anything that is said in our book club. All of it, I do. My head is going to pop off my neck with all the nodding I do.
Is this just because you've never read the book?
Yes, I never read the books. I'm there to socialize. And I know that there's one other woman that is there to socialize too. But I'm surrounded by women that say things like, I can't wait for a rainy day to curl up with a blanket and a good book. You will never, ever hear me say that.
Vomit.
Ever in my life will I ever utter those words. I think it's a beautiful thing to think about. I would love to do that, but I won't.
My wife doesn't understand bar dice games.
What do you mean? What's a bar dice game?
Like at the bar, you shake dice to see who's going to pay for the round. Would you know how to do that?
She doesn't understand like what's bigger.
Yeah, she doesn't. Well, it's like the way you play, right? You got the die and shake them, and then one's going to be wild, and then you kind of go around, and whoever's higher and stuff like that. Have you ever done that?
No, but I get it. Yeah. In that explanation.
My wife, we play all the time with our neighbors.
So she has a 2 and someone else has a 5.
She shakes. No. You shake all 5 die at the same time, right?
Okay.
And then one is going to be wild, for instance. And then whoever's got the highest score sits out the next round because you don't have to buy the round. So if there's 4 of us, we shake to see, and the last one standing has to buy the round. We do this with our neighbors all the time. And my wife will shake the die, and she'll put them in, and she'll go, what do I got? And I'm like, you're in finance.
No. She's at that age where other people will start doing stuff for her. My mom is there too. My mom had me put an address into her GPS. She pulled up the GPS on her phone and said, put this in for me. And I was like, what do you mean? You were like halfway there. So it's just what we're going to get to, because your whole life as women, we do things for other people, set appointments, make sure all the Christmas gifts are wrapped and ready to go.
Now it's time for payback.
And now it's time for us to sit back and relax. I'm not there yet, but I'm excited.
Is there something you pretend to understand, but simply don't? Other popular answers. Brandy said, my job. Mm-hmm. You don't know what your job is.
That's scary. I hope you don't work in medicine, Brandy.
A lot of people saying being an adult, but here's one. April had said, crypto. Do you know the first thing about crypto?
No, absolutely not.
I have no idea. I have a financial planner for this.
I don't even understand. And you and I have the same financial planner. I just wait for him to call every 6 months, say I have a little buffer built up.
Want some Tesla?
Where should I put it? I said, you put it where you think you should put it. You know what I do understand? An up arrow and a down arrow in the stock market. That's it. I don't understand the numbers.
I look for the green or the yellow, or if they look really happy when they're ringing the bell at the end of the day.
Yeah. I don't want to admit that I'm stupid about certain things. I don't get them.
I know almost everything about everything, so I don't have the capacity to know about crypto right now. I'll trust someone else to do it. But if I just offered you the broad question of what's something you pretend to know about, but you simply don't, what would you say? Being a man of the people. I finished my first job yesterday. I go home, let the dog out, grab a bite to eat, start getting ready for my second job, coaching some high school baseball. And as I'm leaving the house, I'm about a mile down the road, and I'm like, should have went to the bathroom before I left. But it's okay. It's only like a 25-minute ride in. And I find myself about halfway going, hey, big guy, you're not going to make it. You're going to need a pit stop.
Okay.
And so I pull into a place that most of us would know by name, and somewhere a lot of people are probably getting coffee this morning.
Quick Trip?
I'm pulled into a place where a lot of people would get coffee.
Okay.
Not a gas station.
Oh, okay.
And I don't order anything, but I go straight to the restrooms. The men's room. Locked.
Oh, it's a single stall?
Somebody's in there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you get the whole bathroom to yourself.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
And I can hear somebody in there clearly not having a good day on the back end. And I wait. And you know how you get the potty shuffle where you're kind of moving back and forth?
Mom's way.
If you kind of like, you got to keep moving your feet. Otherwise, you're going to leak all over yourself, right? Mm-hmm. And I can't stand it anymore. I have to go so bad. And right next to it is the women's bathroom. And I tap the handle. There's nobody in there. So I go in, just do my business quick. It's a quick number one, 35 seconds, wash my hands. I'm out of there in less than a minute and a half. And as I open the door, there's a woman, and I don't usually judge women by their haircuts.
Yes, you do.
But this chick is a yeller at all. Her husband's miserable. Okay. I can tell you that.
I don't normally judge.
By her haircut, she has a miserable family. And I walk out and I said, oh, excuse me. And she goes, what are you doing in the woman's room?
Oh, man.
And I said, I had to go to the bathroom. How do I know you weren't doing something else in there? And I just went,
oh my gosh,
and
really?
I don't know if she was trying to tell me that she thought I was doing a solo love venture, or dropping a doubles. But it was a quick pee, lid up, wash my hands, and get out. And she's holding the hand of a 5 or 6 year old daughter.
Yeah.
And she is at full volume. And I just went and went out and got on my way. There was no way I was going to fight this woman in public because I almost had to pee my pants.
So, in her defense, okay, if you go into a solo bathroom of a men's bathroom and then a solo bathroom of a women's, there is a distinct smell. So we like ours clean. Y'all don't really.
I didn't dirty it up. Everything ended up in the bowl
like
and
that.
out the chute.
Okay, and that's great. And I'm sure you even would wipe down the seat. I'm sure you would. I just
cannot imagine if I'm waiting to use the men's room and a woman walks out and she says, it was an emergency. For me to go nothing but, oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Why do women react this way?
Well, don't paint that brushstroke. Not all women.
If a guy walked out of the bathroom and you were waiting for it, you wouldn't say anything?
No, I would not, but I'd be grossed out. I'd walk in. I'd look right at the toilet seat, make sure there's no little yellow droplets like there was Tuesday at the track meet. But it's just...
I just want to know, I mean...
If somebody's got to go and there's only a single stall, you got to let them go. I don't think
I was wrong in this. I had to use the bathroom, man. There was one available, whether it had a woman or a man. I wasn't in there with other women. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like I was going to walk in on young girls.
This is kind of, I think, a rare run-in.
But this chick,
I don't think many women would have responded.
She was like on red right now. Yeah. And I was like, what is your problem? I just want to ask just our audience real quick. Was I in the wrong here? I appreciate you chiming in on this, but I think a lot of you are missing the point. Like, Marisa, well, did you put the seat down? Well, no. I just probably left it up. But she didn't see that from the outside. Here's what we're talking about.
Okay, so you left that detail out. Well, you don't go into somebody else's home and just run amok.
Well, I don't know. I can't honestly remember. I probably left it up. But so yesterday, I'm on my way back into town, and I realize I got to use the bathroom. So I swing into a place that specializes in coffee. They got one room for the boys, one room for the girls. It's like individual bathrooms. And as I approach the men's room, I can tell and I can hear from the outside that somebody is struggling, like they are working one out. And I tap on, I'm like I do in the potty dance, and I tap on the ladies' room door, and there's nobody in there. So I go in real quick. I do a number one. I wash my hands. And when I come out, this woman is screaming at me, what are you doing in there? I mean, she is at a 10.
Really?
Holding her daughter's hand. And I'm telling you, she got the haircut. And when I saw the haircut, I went, dude, you are in for it. So she yells at me. I just kind of laugh at her and leave. I didn't mess the bathroom up. Maybe I left the seat up. It's about a 50-50 chance.
So you really have to be conscious of that because you're going in like a tornado,
I'm used to putting it down at home. So I would like to think
that it was
put
habit.
It down. Yeah. But I'm not sure. I just want to know if I'm wrong at doing something like that.
Sandra, was JJ wrong?
My opinion is she should have said nothing. She wasn't in the bathroom. We didn't see her naked.
Thanks, Bill. I appreciate that. That's Bill. I got Sandy over here on line 3. So, that's the question. One more time was
JJ wrong?
A bathroom's a bathroom.
Yeah.
If you got to go, you got to go. He did nothing wrong.
Thank you.
That's
and I have 4 children. They're grown now. And I've had to take my sons in and women's room, and my husband was out with our daughter.
Right.
And the same thing. He'd just look in there, make sure they're, nobody in there and would take our daughters.
And I'm glad you called, because that's a really, really good point, because I have seen so many women come out of a men's restroom, especially at a concert.
Right.
And I don't think I've ever heard anybody comment on it at all.
The last concert we were at, I was telling you that the women's restroom line spanned the length of 3 stadium sections. Okay. It was crazy. And the men's bathroom, no line. And there were men that were like, you can come in here. And all the like massively drunk chicks were like, yes, I'm going in there. But the ones that were not drunk, like myself, I'm like, no, I'm going to stick with my bathroom. But it's a single stall.
Sherry, thanks for the text. She said people just need to relax about the bathroom.
Yeah, I agree.
Women especially, relax. JJ's right. Oh, my God. I'm not used to seeing that. And again, I think what tripped me up and the thing I thought about the most was, if that girl would have had like a regular haircut, I probably would have been like, man, I'm really, really sorry. But I would explain myself.
Yeah.
But when I saw that haircut, I was like, dude, this is, you just don't.
That paired with the attitude.
This ain't your battle today. Troy, imagine going home to that woman.
No. No, thank you. I'll bet.
What is the red letter date on your calendar for this summer? Like the one thing that will kind of dominate the lead up to and lead down from?
Mm-hmm. I think I had said it before. It was our town festival.
Okay.
So once I get done with that, I don't feel the pressure as much as I did last year.
Well, you've been around the sun once.
Yeah. And I think that's why. And I think it's just been like everything has been done for a while now, that we're just kind of waiting for that sponsor deadline. T-shirts can get ordered, and then the big day, which hopefully it all comes together. Like
will you
it did
do
last
this
year.
again? Will you head this up again?
I will. Ask me the day after. I won't. And then it'll get to this point and I will. So
this is something that would never interest me. Why do you do this?
I don't know. I just have a really good board of people
You
that
didn't
are
know
very
that going in, did you?
helpful. Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I've been working with these people for like 3.5, 4 years. And I knew that when we branched off from the city and made it like a fully community volunteer situation, that these are the people I would want with me, and they rock it. You know?
have a favorite carny now?
We're not doing carnival rides yet.
Why go?
So that's next year. So why go? Thank you for that. You go for the glitter ponies, petting zoo, crazy
Y'all
hair,
got a beer garden?
face painting, 2 bars, ATMs.
Not okay. Are they outside like a beer garden,
live
like a
music.
city festival usually is? Like,
Well, one is an actual bar,
Okay.
but their patio is popping. And then down the road will be the Lions serving all canned and then beer tap.
Love it. Where you put up like a snow fence and you can't get in unless you're 21, but everyone climbs over it anyways?
No, they have somebody like when you get your tickets, you get your wristband.
Back in my hometown, it's at the big city park.
Yeah.
And they literally go out there and they put up a foldable over snow fence.
Right.
And when you're 15, you're climbing over that snow fence and people go up and get pitchers of beer.
Yeah.
And then just bring them back to the picnic table. And nobody ever checks IDs.
I know.
I mean, I remember being in there when I was 16.
Well, yeah, there are cops crawling all over this event.
thing.
So
I'll tell you what, you put a hat on and a jacket and nobody knows that I shouldn't be saying this stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
shouldn't.
just contributing to
Anyway, so
delinquency.
yeah, once that is over, then I have the rest of my summer, which is awesome. So
Mine is definitely my son's wedding is going to be at the end of July. And then after that, but it's like a weird lead up because we got these graduations and my son graduating high school means all of his friends are graduating. And I bet you we got 75 graduations on the list.
what's Peyton going to have for food at his wedding?
Good question. I don't know.
Was I supposed to select something?
Was it? I think
I was.
It's on your RSVP, dummy.
Well, you didn't have to say dummy, and I think I already did. See, I'm always
you
on the
don't even
ball, and then I'm
remember.
like, it'll be a good surprise.
I'm sure it'll be chicken or beef because that's every friggin' wedding. Are you telling me the healthiest sign of a relationship is being able to poop while your mate is in the shower?
Yeah, when I read the article and I saw the photo, which I've seen the photo before, it's like this beautiful woman. She has curlers in her hair. She's going to the bathroom and he's shaving and they're just coexisting, doing what humans do. And they said this is the ultimate sign that you're in a very healthy relationship. When I brought that up a moment ago, Kelsey texted him, my boyfriend would always let me know that I was more than welcome to do that. He brought it up so much, it was almost like he wanted
he
me
was
to
into
go
it.
while he was showering. And then Matt said, my wife and I have never even passed gas in front of each other. I don't know how I'd feel if I was showering and she was doing that, going to the bathroom a foot away.
I kind of get it if you only have one bathroom, but my wife, she is notorious for I'll be in the shower and I'll hear some rattling and I'll look behind me.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there. Hello. I'm like, I go, we have 3 bathrooms.
Yeah, but she felt comfortable enough. Like, this is your person.
If my wife's
you
in the
should be able
shower,
to do whatever.
If my wife is in the shower and I got to crank one out, I'm not going right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the other bathroom.
See, I would go right there. Derek is very modest. You would not think, honestly, but he's very private about his bathroom use.
I don't even feel like it's a modesty thing. I think it's a courtesy thing. Like, I am not going to stink up this bathroom while you're getting clean in the shower. Like, that's
See,
my
I look
mindset.
at it as like a beautiful relationship. Like, the level of comfortability is outrageous when you're doing something like that. It's the most private thing that you could do.
If I got to rifle one off, you don't want to be around. That's just
I would not.
I want to get Stanley's take on this. What are you thinking about this?
I think this is a little weird to be doing the number 2 while your significant other's in the shower. I mean, there's certain sounds that just don't need to be heard.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And my sounds are not the best sounds. They're the kinds that wake you up in the middle of the sleep while you have sleep apnea.
Yeah.
And that's pretty loud.
They scare you, huh?
Yeah, you're a grunter?
I'm all kinds of sounds. My bones crack. I don't know why they crack, but they crack.
All right. So if your girlfriend was in the shower, or your wife, and she was like, just come on in, do it, you wouldn't be able to do it.
I couldn't be able to do it, especially if she's in the shower. Because the one time I was in the shower and she started sitting down. I was like, "What are you doing? This is gonna change her."